you better take your best.
I agree.
That's all right. That's all I'm saying.
That's a good point.
And Bane, he did it all for love.
You think Bane got high? You think Bane smoked marijuana?
I think he did have he had a vaporizer.
He had to have some marijuana going in there. I bet.
It probably hot as shit under that mask.
Because I'm sure that they say from whatever that mask was like all painkiller shit. So.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, he was just.
How did he eat?
How did he eat?
I could tell you, but you really don't want to know. It'd be very, very painful.
I really want to know how Bane ate.
For you.
I didn't see the movie, so.
You haven't seen the movie?
Yes.
Oh, the movie's great.
You definitely got to watch it, and then we'll talk about it, because then you'll understand.
Is that an invitation?
Huh?
Are you inviting me to the movies?
I absolutely am.
But wait a minute. We just had Batman, or we just had The Dark Knight Rises 2 years ago. Now they're doing this reboot with Ben Affleck and the new Superman.
Oh yeah, Ben Affleck. Matt Neal does not want Ben Affleck to be Superman.
Hell no, that's gonna be awful. I mean,
Ben Affleck should play Greg Louganis in Swim for Glory.
that's already been done.
Oh.
What was that guy from Saved by the Bell that played
Slater?
He played Greg Louganis. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
What's that guy's name?
Who was the most interesting person you've interviewed on your show?
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Mario Lopez. Thank you. Sorry.
You got his poster at the house. Besides me.
You caught me off guard there. Who's the most interesting person? Well, it would have been Jiggy had he did my show the other day.
He didn't show up
I had some phone issues.
during Black History Month, too? Suspicious to me. Suspicious to me. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm trying to think who is the most interesting. I would have to say Eder Hogan.
Who is that?
He's the CEO of Ideal Media.
Never heard of him. Does he rap? Does he smoke reefer?
I suppose. I don't know him that
Does he have a sex tape? These are good questions you
that,
gotta
that would
ask.
be R. Kelly. No.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. What artists have you interviewed?
I've not interviewed any artists per se. Well, I guess I interviewed an actress. My show is totally social media based. She's an actress, Natasha Young. She was on General Hospital.
Was that the same Natasha Young from Natasha Does New Orleans? Or no?
I would not know.
What's the name of your
no
show?
clue.
Well, go ahead and plug the show while we're talking about it. Name of the show, all that.
Cool beans. Well, my show is Socially Yours. It's SOULCIALLY.
That's dope.
Yeah, of course. Socially Yours. And the name of my business is Social Media Evolutions. SOULCIAL. And basically, I just interview industry experts in all things social media, PR, media, you name it. Be it they famous or not. Natasha's pretty famous, and but she does social media. That's how she got known. So she teaches other actors and actresses how to use social media to get work.
Have you ever interviewed any social media thugs?
No, you would be no.
I'd be the first.
I'm scared.
I'm like a Twitter thug for real. Like,
What's a Twitter thug?
Yeah.
What is a Twitter thug?
you know how many people I bully? I just wait till people say something, and like I want it to be good. Like, I had a great day. My life is great, and I say the meanest things I can to them because it makes me feel good about myself to belittle other people. But I can be honest about it, huh?
Let's all tweet him right now. Speaking of Twitter, you can reach me at Socially Yours or the Only J. JATHEONLYJA.
Slow down. I'm high. I can't think that fast.
Yeah, that's not my problem. NMP.
I'm not high, but I'm still having a hard time.
See? Thank you.
I'm actually,
sorry.
you know what? Every time I bring up what I feel about marijuana, everybody assumes. Honestly, I've never smoked dope in my life.
Oh yeah.
See, time out,
I've
Jiggy,
never smoked. I don't drink. I'm not.
He called it dope. That's a problem. We don't. Dope is.
That's what cops call it. We call it dope.
That's a Lord, I've never smoked dope in my life,
thing.
but I've smoked a lot of marijuana. I just want you to be careful because you go in the hood talk about it.
I've never smoked marijuana. I've never smoked marijuana. I've never smoked anything.
I could tell because you call it marijuana.
I
I mean, that was.
honestly say I've never done it either. I'm curious though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm coming down to Fort Worth next week. Me, you, movie, marijuana, all of that.
You're gonna take her to see Batman.
Batman.
You're gonna take her and get her
One time-
high.
I'm scared to see
Then
Batman.
you're gonna-
die.
I had a nightmare about Bane though. That he was chasing me. But that's a whole different story. But
Wait a minute, I think we need to explore this. That might explain his fast.
You know, what I'm thinking here is forget about A-Rock. We just need to do the Matt Neal Israel.
I like it.
man, I'm with whatever.
I like it.
I got pulled over.
I'd never get a word in though.
Maybe you're probably right. I mean, but the good thing about it is that the accuracy of our show will be impeccable because I'm pretty much never wrong.
See, there we go.
So
there's no need for me to do it then, right?
Do
Just
what?
let you do everything.
well,
Yes, it is.
don't look at me like that. Stop that. That's not fair. That's my weakness. That's the one thug weakness is a pretty smile. So I gotta ignore you right now so I
can't
can
see
focus
you
on
guys.
Matt.
Oh, you will on
So
YouTube.
we're riding in the car one time, and I swear, and I'm with my friend, and his ethnicity is important to the story because he's white. So we get pulled over by a cop, and they get to say shit to cops that black people would never dare say.
Okay.
So he pulls us over. He's like, "What? What do you want?" I was shocked right
He said,
then.
what do you want?
Yeah, he said, "What? What do you want?" I was like, "You can do that." So the cop said, "Sir, calm down." I'm calm. You were speeding. I wasn't speeding. Look, don't you have something better to do with your time? I was like, "Stop, please. You're riding with a black guy. We're both going to jail, right?" So he's like, "No, don't worry about it. I got it." So it's like, okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. So the cop brings him his ticket, and he snatches the ticket from the cop's hand. He's like, "Why don't you get a respectable job, something your mother could be proud of, like a drug dealer or something?"
Wow.
And he actually let us go.
I would have written that guy every fucking day.
And he let us go, so I cussed him out for almost getting me sent to the penitentiary. But
The penitentiary.
the moral of the
Oh,
story,
God.
the moral of that story is that there isn't one, but it was just
There
funny.
isn't one.
I will say this: when I was a cop, 9 times out of 10, the way somebody talked to me when I pulled them over determined whether they were going to get a ticket. And here's why: if they were nice, like, "Man, I screwed up," or "I didn't mean," and they were honest, then I thought, okay, me pulling them over, that's going to be warning enough. They don't need a ticket. But if they were a jackass and they were, then I'm like, okay, they need a ticket to be
Lying.
reminded to slow down.
Right.
I pulled a guy over at the roundabout here in town.
Oh,
I
yeah.
pulled him over there one day, and I was
That
just
where the
going to
hookers
give him
hang
a
out?
warning. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's why I was there.
Oh, okay.
And, I was just going to give him a warning. I pulled him over. He almost hit me on the roundabout, and I pulled him over and I said, "Hey."
You fucking up if you almost hit a cop. I'm
You
just
think-
saying.
yeah.
Like, well, did you not see the lights of the decals? I mean, what?
I said, "You failed to yield the right of way." I said, that roundabout, you got to stop." And he looks at me and goes, "Oh, hey, thanks for telling me what yield means. I didn't know what that big sign means. Thanks for wasting my for my time to tell me that." And he goes, "I'm in a hurry." I said, "I'll be right back." So I went back and I took 30 minutes to write him one fucking ticket because he was such a jackass.
Matt,
I
now,
could have just said, "Hey, I'm sorry, man. That was. You know what? You're right. I was wrong. I would have given him a warning, and he would have been on his way."
it's hard for me
Always
to
work.
believe that an officer
Yeah.
would, abuse his
But
privileges.
that's not abusing my privilege. That's knowing that he has to get a ticket to slow down so he doesn't hit somebody and hurt somebody.
Sometimes there's this thing called natural selection, and people just need to be murdered. So,
What was the deal you brought up a couple weeks ago? Reverse abortion or something? Or?
yeah, I think we need to have late term abortions, just like 30 years old. Like, some, you can't murder them, but if you can late term abort them, then fine.
That's gonna be the next hot topic in the election.
I think I should run for president because I would just say the realest shit ever.
Can I be your press secretary?
Absolutely.
Oh,
My
God.
campaign is gonna be pretty simple. Look, guys.
Is it true that he said this?
There's actually a case out there about a guy tricking his girlfriend into taking the morning after pill because he didn't want any kids.
Oh my God, that's sick.
Wow.
I think there is a case. I'm sorry, I'm always in the news.
No, it's okay.
There is a case out there about and she's suing him, or something like that. I didn't read all of it because I thought it was
Wow.
ridiculous.
Well, I mean that's
low.
Well, yeah, this girl tricked me into having sex with her, and we had 2 kids together, so that's the opposite. So I'm sure it happens.
Oh shit! I gotta. Speaking of which, I gotta go pick up my son here. 5 minutes.
Yeah. So how did you get started in radio?
I was 17 years old and always wanted to be in radio, and they finally gave me a shot at the radio station. Was when actually the funny thing is here, Alex, who A-Rock,
yes,
show with me. When I got started in radio, he had just been fired from KSKU because he got arrested at work for not paying his parking tickets. He had marijuana on him when he got arrested, so they fired him. I got hired to take because they needed somebody else to help. That's how I got my start. So
marijuana helped
did the show with
marijuana helped you
marijuana
get a spot.
No wonder I like it. And then and of course they hired him back because you know how everybody at KSK gets fired. And
everybody gets hired back, but this guy.
Except Jiggy. So when they hired Alex back, and eventually,
that's because Jiggy was broadcasting with no bottoms on.
That's how I got started in radio. Doing the night shift.
That's right.
Overnights.
Jiggy Jaguar.
That's right. Me and old Hot Rod Stoll. It was Hot Rod Stoll, and it was me.
Hot Rod, who goes back and pisses all over the toilet. Because do you remember when that would happen? You would go in and there was piss all over the toilet and the bathroom after Rodney would be in there. It was disgusting.
What's wrong with that? I mean, that's just job security for janitors.
No, you don't
I think he's doing a favor.
I believe in janitors. Janitors were also the DJs. And the night shift guy, part of my job was to clean the station. It sucked. That part sucked. But I was so happy to be on the radio. I had no problem with it.
Yeah.
And then there's
I blackmailed Jiggy to get on here.
And then I do play-by-play for a station over in Wichita for football and basketball. So that's how I got it.
Okay. And what made you want to start your own radio show?
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, see, I don't ever know when y'all.
We just.
I didn't want to call you some cliche name like Honey or Dear. Or,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Y'all want to respect your femininity. Our Valentine said boo thing. So.
Boo thing. I heard it.
So silly.
So, how'd you start your show, boo thing?
Listen here, Shotty.
Ooh, I love it. Hey, tailed up.
All right, I gotta pick up my son.
I actually was.
No problem. Matt, before we get into you, no.
Hey, don't interrupt the black girl. Come on.
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
Multicultural girl. I'm sorry.
I'll be all that.
Well, you go ahead and continue and do your thing. I'm going to see Matt out, and I will.
Thanks, guys.
Keep talking.
I'm listening.
But I was saying that actually my mentor kind of coerced me into it. I had been wanting to do it for a while, but like anything else, something that's new and foreign to you, kind of scared to do it.
Right.
So I just kind of did it, and so I'm doing it.
That reminds me of like the first time I was going to do a drive-by. I was kind of scared to do it, but I had to work up the nerve somehow. I was like, I got to keep this thug alive. You know what I mean? So I just popped in my DMX
street cred.
tape.
Can't lose your street cred, right?
Yeah, but what happened was I didn't actually do it that time because I had finals that week, so I had to study. But
finals?
I in between my thugging
you
time.
Studied?
I studied.
A thug studies?
That's why I said I'm a part-time thug.
Oh, okay, that's
when I wasn't studying, I was thugging. And when I couldn't actually make it to the street, I just played Grand Theft Auto to get my online thug on. You know what I'm talking about?
I've actually played that game, and I don't like it.
Why not? Why don't you like it?
It's, oh my goodness. I was standing there trying to get in my car, minding my own business, and somebody shot me.
But the good thing is you can just restart the game.
I know.
That's right.
Then the hookers, and I'm just like, oh my God.
They find it offensive that you call them hookers. They prefer.
Okay, what would you like to be called?
Ladies of leisure.
Oh my God. Streetwalkers, says Valentine.
Hookers are people too.
Hookers are people too, baby.
Ladies of
there
leisure.
it is.
Yeah, ladies of the night. Ladies of leisure.
Next time.
If it was slavery, they might call them a bed warmer. Hey, ye belly warmer. That's a whole different show. I think, huh?
I don't even know what to say.
I know you probably like, what did I get myself into coming in on the show today?
I will get jiggy later.
It won't help.
Hey, that's fine. I will if she wants to come get me, as they say. That's awesome. I will be.
He's like, I'm all up for getting got.
I believe. What is it?
I'm stuttering.
I'm down with the brown. Is that what it is? I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter.
You're down with the brown.
That's right.
Yeah, he definitely is. I can tell you.
I've already been warned about Jiggy.
Yeah? What was the warning?
Before I even met him.
What was the warning?
To say he likes sisters.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Better sisters than brothers. I'll be worried about it.
Well, hey, I'm not judging nobody. If that's what you like, that's what you like.
That reminds me of my rant of the week.
Okay.